All right, today we're going to look at this equation that has fractions in it. And there's two different ways to solve it. One, I can find a common denominator and add the fractions by leaving the fractions in. Or I can find some value that I can multiply the equation by to get rid of the denominators. And the number you're going to multiply by is going to be a number that both of the denominators can go into. So for instance, this equation, if we put it in parentheses, and I multiply it by 10, that's going to get rid of my denominators, and I'm going to be left with whole numbers. So the first one, 10 times 3w, would give me 30w over 10. So right away, I'm hoping you're looking at this and being like, well, 30 divided by 10 is just 3. So instead of writing all of that, we're going to write just 3w plus. Then 10 times the second term is going to be 2w, and then it's going to be equal to 5.5 times 10, which is 55. Now we can solve this by adding the w's together and then dividing by 5. So you get 11. All right, so let's look at an example that's a little bit harder than that first example. This one has three different denominators, 6, 4, and 3. So the smallest denominator that you could come up with would be 24. So 24 is what you're going to want to multiply this equation by. So if I multiply this first fraction by 24, 24 divided by 6 gives me 4. So I'd have 4 left times the 5, which gives me 20x, plus, if I multiply the second fraction by 24, 24 divided by 4 is 6, so I'd have 66, and then 17 times 24 divided by 3 is going to equal 136. So now I'm ready to solve. By subtracting 66, I'm left with 20x equals 70. So x equals 3.5.